How's it going, YouTube? David here, and I know I'm a little late on this, but I wanted to put together an Age of Ultron review for you guys. You know, just give you my thoughts on the film and all of that. And I did it, and I managed to get it together, and I know I'm a little late on it, but I've been here running this for like the past 15 minutes, and it's still on 2%. Look at this. Look at that. And it's climbing. It was at 5.5 hours earlier than the approximate time jumped up to 6.5. So yeah, it looks like I'm gonna go ahead and just scrap this one, this full review, if you will, and I'm gonna just do the bare bones of it, you know, because I did give my brief thoughts on it. So I'm just gonna do that one for you guys, because I don't need this adding up, and it's like 50 minutes long anyway, so I know you guys don't want that. So I'll look for the short one in just a second. This is gonna precede the video, so I'll see you guys later. Warning, the following video will contain spoilers for the film Avengers Age of Ultron. If you haven't seen the film and don't want to watch spoilers, please exit this video now. Enjoy! Go watch Avengers Age of Ultron. It was awesome. I don't know how to describe it to you guys. It was a really, really good movie. I mean, like, my first impressions are just, this is great, it's awesome, it's everything that I hoped for it to be. Ah, man, it's I hear some people saying that they don't think it's as good or better than the first Avengers. I think it's better. People say that they didn't feel like the stakes were raised. I felt the stakes were raised. They did a good job with the characters. I mean, nothing is perfect. There are some problems that I had with the film, but ultimately I think that it was better than the first Avengers. It's got action, it's got comedy, it's got an imposing villain. A lot of people want to contend that, but that's just my opinion. My reaction to this film is, my impressions of this film is that it's great. It's a great film, and it's a great comic book film, and it's a great Avengers film. So go watch this movie. So, Avengers Age of Ultron was a good movie. It was a really good movie, you know. I don't know how else to describe it without getting into like really technical about it, but it was a good movie. I definitely recommend it. It was a lot of fun, and you know, go with your friends and all that. It did have its disappointments, you know, like it felt rushed to me. And it made a lot of sense when I found out that Joss Whedon literally cut out 1.5 hours from it, because the film was originally going to be almost 4 hours long, and the actual film in theaters is only 2 hours and 20 minutes. So there was a lot that we were missing, and like, you know, I felt that the villain was rushed a little bit. Ultron had the potential to be a supremely threatening villain, and I felt that they just missed the mark. And I feel that, like, you know, when the Blu-ray comes out and they have all these additional features and all these extra scenes, I think it'll make a lot more sense and the movie would be a lot better. But since you know, they had to reduce the screen time and they had to make the film a lot shorter, it kind of disappointed in that regard a little bit. I mean, the movie will hit all the notes it needs to hit. You're gonna have fun with it, and yeah, so like, it's just it was just rushed. So I don't know how else to describe it with that. That's pretty much the only thing, because all of the problems would be solved if they showed us the 4-hour cut. Because Joss Whedon is a great director, he's a great writer. If we saw what he originally put together, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be awesome. But he had to go in there and say, you know what, this scene isn't gonna work, delete it. This scene isn't gonna work, delete it. This scene isn't gonna work, delete it. And what we're left with is these little is this movie that you see that there's parts missing. Like the instant Ultron is created, a minute 30 seconds later he already kills Jarvis, and he's in the drone body, and he takes the scepter and he flies off. Not even the next scene we see him in, he's already complete. He's already in his penultimate form, and you know, he seems a little convoluted and stuff like that. So you're gonna have fun with this movie. I personally, I think I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. Like, yeah, 8.5 out of 10 is good. It's a solid film, but I feel that the pre-edits, the 4-hour film, would have probably been a 9.5, maybe almost a 10. I rarely give out 10s, but it was definitely, I'm sure that it would be up there. I mean, I haven't seen it. It could, even the full cut could have been still an 8.5, but I feel that the primary reason that this movie disappointed me is because of how rushed it was. And if we solve that one problem, along with all the additional scenes and all the additional subplots that they added, I think this movie could only be better. So it was awesome. Go ahead and go check it out, and I hope you guys enjoyed my review. So see you later.